Greetings. Most of you know me, but if maybe your child's just entering 7th grade or you're just involved in confirmation, or maybe you're new to the church, you may not know me. My name is Daniel Meyer, and I'm the Director of Youth Ministry here at Christ Memorial. I was born and raised here in St. Louis. I attended Concordia Kirkwood down the street. I went to Lindbergh High School, then went off to Concordia Seward to get my undergrad education in theology, a degree, as well as my Director of Christian Education, which allows me then to serve in a LCMS Lutheran Church in kind of a non-pastoral role, but still in a full-time called role. And so then here at Christ Memorial, as I said just a minute ago, I do the youth ministry here, and so I really focus on the junior and senior high, as well as some other things that are just kind of get assigned to me time to time. But my passion is definitely for families and for youth, and to connect them to Christ. And so it's just great to connect with your children and teach them about what it means to follow Christ and have a relationship with Him. Greetings, parents and other people watching this video. This is an opportunity for everyone to kind of just see what's going on for the 2013-2014 school year. Here at Christ Memorial with the youth. We've just gotten to the day and age where trying to get parents on maybe a Wednesday night or a Sunday night or a Sunday morning just has become harder and harder to get everybody at one place at one time to kind of share and outline what's going on with the youth program. And so I just found it easier to put this video together that you're able to watch on your at your own leisure. And so, as well as I'll provide not only this video, but the just some accompanying documents for junior high and senior high and college. I'll just kind of explain as well in writing the dates and the times of different things going on. So you guys can be in the loop, as well as plan out your school year. I know you guys get the sports schedules, the music schedules, when the concerts are, all that kind of stuff. And it's great to, like my wife and we use Google Calendar on our smartphones, and it's just a great way to be up to date on what's going on, and you probably have your own system at home. And so we just want to help be able to get those dates, and so you know when times are, and so then maybe you're not missing out and something got lost in communication, and do our best just to get the information out to you guys at the beginning of the school year. Naturally, some dates and some events are going to change, and so we'll do our best to communicate those things. If you're not currently signed up on to get the weekly Wednesday email I send out, I call it the Illuminate, and it's a great way just to have a real quick snapshot of what's going on. I also have my weekly video that you can access through the Illuminate or through the YouTube channel as well. It's got what's going on as well as a little devotion, and so just a great way between that, the Facebook, Twitter, the other stuff we use. I'll have all those websites and links and everything on the handouts, but anything that we can do to help just communicate and make sure you know what's going on. Obviously, feel free to email or text or call me when something comes up or you're not sure about something, but we definitely are here, want to help encourage faith life in your children as well as with your family. And so last thing we need to do is be a frustration because you don't know what's going on. And so I hope this video is helpful, and we'll kind of break down each of the different grade levels of junior high, high school, and college, and explain just what we've got going on for this year. Thanks for watching. Here is the junior high schedule, and here's what's going on this year for the kids in middle school. Typically speaking, at Christ Memorial, junior high stands for 7th and 8th grade. And sometimes, unless indicated, sometimes it'll be indicated that it'll maybe be some 6th graders allowed at something, or depending maybe how we're doing an event, but normally it's going to be 7th and 8th grade. And so, as many of you guys are aware, like on Sunday morning, for example, with Sunday school, we've got in the youth room here and on the game side, kind of the junior high, senior high side, kids that are ending in 7th grade, 7th, 8th grade, they're able to be in here on Sunday mornings, and sometimes we're together and sometimes we're separated. But that starts in 7th grade. We've also got Oasis. We just kicked off that for the school year with a pool party over at the Paganos house. And from there, it's going to meet on the 1st and 3rd Wednesdays of each month. Oasis is an opportunity for kids in 7th and 8th grade. Come up to church, gather. We usually play some kind of game, some kind of activity, just kind of burn off some energy from the school week, as well as then dive into a lesson. And we usually break into groups I also provide them with journals that they leave here that really no one else reads unless they ask me to read them. But the journals are a great way for them just to write down what's going on in their life, and it really ties into the lessons that we do. We don't meet during Advent with Oasis or Lent, and so we probably only end up meeting about, twice in September, October, November, January, February, whenever Lent starts and the Easter ends. And then we kind of do a little bit of April and May, depending when Easter falls this year. So it's only about 8-9 times each year. Obviously not a requirement, but just another option, hopefully to help encourage faith growth in your child and just relationally connect deeper with the other youth here in middle school. Talked about Sunday school. District gathering. We're going to try that this year. We've done another event in the past that some of you may be familiar with. It was in January called Youthquake. And I thought just to kind of maybe balance up the schedule, providing a little weekend event in the fall as well as the spring, we'd try the district event this year. And so I'm going to be passing out information and mailing that stuff out, emailing that out real soon here. But that's going to be Friday the 18th through Sunday the 20th. And that's going to be at Camp Windermere down kind of by Lake of the Ozarks. And so I've got other DCE peers here in St. Louis. And other Lutheran churches that go, and it's just really highly of this event, and so I thought I'd try it. I know there's going to be other things going on. I think Green Park's got a girls volleyball tournament that weekend, and there's probably going to be some other things on the calendar, but we'll throw it out there and see how that goes. We'll probably need a parent or two to help join us and drive and participate and attend the weekend. And you can get back to me on that after I get stuff out if that interests you. We'd love to have you. You definitely would really benefit greatly from it. I think it'd really grow in your faith. Probably get more out of it than the youth end up doing, and so if you're able to join us, that'd be wonderful. From there, we'll do a few special events here in October. We'll play laser tag over there in Illinois for that event, and I think another one we got in the spring might be the third one. I'll have all the dates in the junior high handout. A lot of the times we team up with Peace Lutheran. My sister Christina Stackel is the youth leader over there, and so we'll do that. And it'll be a great way. And then for these events, we allow 6th grade to go. She kind of does her middle school ministry over there at Peace with 6th through 8th grade. And so we let the 6th graders come when we team up with them. Finally, kind of wrap stuff up. We'll have obviously confirmation stuff ongoing. We're at the fall 6-week confirmation series, and then the late winter series in January, February. Next summer, we'll have the mission trip opportunity for the youth finishing 8th grade. I'm going to have a separate segment that's going to talk about that, but that'll be kids finishing 8th through 12th grade, and that'll be July 19th through 26th next summer. One other thing that I didn't put on here that we also have is boot camp, and I've got the date scheduled for that next, probably March, somewhere in there, to go over to Camp Wartburg, and it'll just be our group. We have time to do high ropes. We've got a theme for the weekend, and that is also a Friday through Sunday. And so that's really kind of the main nuts and bolts that we do in the junior high for the year. All right, senior high. Senior high ministry is a lot of fun, really focuses on our 9th to 12th grade youth, and we've got just a really good rotation of what we kind of do at this level. Times have changed a little bit. I know even when I was in high school in the late 90s and even before, even early 90s, a lot of parents are looking for activities for their youth to do. And we've really gotten to a day and age where the church isn't relied upon as much. Many of the youth that I know that are involved in our ministry and their friends and their peers are pretty busy with their different schedules and what they have going on between jobs, maybe a boyfriend, girlfriend, different sports teams. I know some are involved with Christ Memorial Productions, CMP here. So there's a lot going on, and so we try to kind of help complement that with not maybe over an abundance of activities, but still really provide some opportunities for your child to grow in their faith. First thing we really do, and really the main thing we actually get the best attendance at, is Sunday school. Obviously 9:15 here in the youth room, and so we do different curriculum, different studies, different topics that we cover. And sometimes they're teamed up with the junior high. We do worship together. Sometimes they're doing their own thing. But it's usually led by myself or one of the other adult leaders that we have here at Christ Memorial. And just an opportunity each week just kind of check in. I notice more and more that these kids don't have a lot of time, a lot of downtime just to hang out and relax. And I think they kind of enjoy the Sunday morning. They're a little tired usually, but just to chat and talk. This year we're trying to do something a little similar, a little different. We've had some interest in these kids to kind of get together maybe a couple times a month and do a little Bible study or small group time. And so we're calling those deep groups. And I've attached in the email of materials a little sign-up sheet for that. And it looks like we're for sure probably going to have a Sunday night group that's going to meet probably a couple times a month, and maybe another couple other ones popping up depending on kids' schedules. We've got one staple that always kind of seems to be here is our Christmas lock-in. That'll be the last day of finals. Typically it falls in line for Lindbergh, Lutheran South, the other schools. But the last day of finals, after finals are all over that night, usually about 7, 8, 9 o'clock, someone there would meet up at church and do some different activities and play some games and just have a good time, just kind of relaxing before Christmas break kind of officially is going full bore. From there, we'll probably do some other couple events this year, and so be on the lookout for that. And then the other main thing we really do is the mission trip. Each summer we go on a mission trip. This past summer we're on youth gathering, so we'll go on the youth gathering again in 2016. Prior to doing youth gathering here in 2013, we went on 2 trips to Joplin and did those during the summer. These are week-long trips. And so I have some information coming out. Right now, I've got it scheduled for July 19th through 26th. And so that's a Saturday to Saturday. And so I got some more information in a second in this video here explaining about the mission trip. Something else that I forgot to put on here was the attic treasure sale. The Women's Guild was really gracious this past year with the youth gathering and had us help. And we were just did an awesome job. They were so thankful for the youth to help move this stuff from the back of the church into the gym. And so we've got the opportunity to help them again. And just kind of support their ministry, just kind of do a whole congregation type thing where we get to interact with them and not just be the kids in the youth room all the time. And so I've got the date and all the senior high handout of what's going on. And so great way. We didn't have a mission trip this summer to gain a lot of service hours for the kids that need those. And this would be a great way to get a couple hours helping out. And it's not too hard just to move stuff up and help them start to set it up. So that's what we really got going on for the senior high this year. All right, mission trip 2014. Here's what I know. I have booked the week right now on the calendar for July 19 to 26th. So it'll be a Saturday to Saturday. From there, I've had some preliminary discussions with Oklahoma and looking into going down to Moore, Oklahoma to do some tornado cleanup. And it appears right now the cleanup in Oklahoma has finished. And so they really need skilled work. And I know specifically in the city of Moore, they're very particular. They want licensed contractors that are registered with the city of Moore, as well as insurance company want to work with these licensed contractors. And so having volunteer groups come in and do non-licensed work. So obviously you need an electrician to do electrical work, but to have other youth and youth groups or college groups or whoever, adult groups come in and do different things, just really isn't real feasible at this time. And so I'm exploring some other options of what we could do, hopefully within a 8-hour or less drive of St. Louis, as well as maybe even possibly maybe even something here where we'd stay at a college campus, have some other groups in, and we'd help facilitate maybe some mission projects and provide leadership roles for our youth. But I really don't want to say too much more at this point because I really don't know much more about what we're going to plan. But why don't you go ahead, book that date. We'll have a sign up here and a registration, and we'll make sure we have a good event for whatever we do, a safe event, as well as hopefully an impactful event. Some of you may know about 3 years ago, our first year to Joplin, we were actually planning to go to Nashville until about 4 or 6 weeks before the trip, and then the Joplin tornado happened right around graduation, high school graduation, and something came up, and we were able to change and go there and help and serve. So it just really depends, and we'll have to wait and see. But if that's something you just could really lift up in prayer, that would be great, and really beneficial that we just really have the work the Lord has set out for us, and that we'd have a great trip and our youth's faith would be strengthened, but more importantly, we'd be able to serve others and be hope and light in their lives and whatever they're going through. And so may the Lord bless us just as we plan and prepare for next July in whatever work He's calling us to do. For college students, we seem to have a good amount of post-high school kids this year as either freshmen in college or things going on in their lives, and as well as some other, college students here and in town. And so we're really going to try to get a college small group going that's going to be meeting probably at least once a month, if not maybe a little bit more. And it looks like possibly Matt Wilson and Lee Harmon, two former youth group kids here, and members of Christ Memorial that graduated from college this past spring. And so it's kind of neat to have them on board and really kind of spearhead this ministry that's much needed for the youth that are really in town, and maybe there's some outreach to the other students that we know are at the different colleges around Missouri and around the country. And so we just really look forward to really doing something in the congregation with this age group. I know often they're kind of a forgotten group, that kind of 18 to 30-year-olds, and especially the college students. And it's tough to really unplug from your high school life and then change over to into college, and then you feel like you're maybe not connected to your home as much. And so we want to try to be sensitive to that. As I myself have gone through that transition, and I know it can be kind of challenging. And as we all know, life kind of continues on wherever you live, and if you're away at college or something like that. And so we want to be sensitive to that, but as well as do some things for the students here, and just do really the best we can with the resources we have here at church. But be on the lookout for that information. And if you have a student that wants to get plugged in, or youth that wants to get plugged in, please make sure we've just got their information and how to contact them, and that we can be in communication, and that would be great. And so we're just kind of excited to have this as an opportunity this year for our college students. And parents, I haven't forgot about you guys. We have on Sunday mornings, we have kind of a parent marriage class happening in room 210. The conference room over on the other side of the church, over in the Bible study rooms. That's a conference room. It's got the big table, and it's where we do staff meetings and other things like that. But what we do is we kind of go back and forth between marriage and parenting curriculum series. Typically, they're video-based and have something we can watch for a few minutes, and just a great opportunity for you to maybe take a few minutes and focus, whether that's on your marriage or some of the relationships there, or on parenting, and it usually kind of intertwines in some way or another. We'd love to have you. I know there's some other great Bible studies here. I know a lot of you come at 920 church. You may have to adjust your schedule to participate in that. So I understand the challenges of that, and maybe getting off to your kids' sports stuff or something on a Sunday. But if we can help you in any way, or if you're just maybe at home on your own looking for maybe a book to read on marriage, parenting, something, I could be a resource for that as well. And so just really want to help grow you guys as well. Knowing that there's special needs as being in issues as being a parent, or as well through marriage. And sometimes we kind of talk about them at the surface here at church, but we don't get as deep as maybe some of you guys need to cover some things. And so whatever we can do to help with that, we would love to do that. And so that's what we got going on for you guys as parents. Finally, I just want to thank you guys for checking out this video. I know it's a little bit different than maybe doing a meeting where you can see me in person and ask all your follow-up questions, but I'd love for you to send me a text, email, Facebook, whatever, however the best way works for you. Give me a call, obviously, the old school way, or come even talk to me in the office. I'm here most days, kind of Monday through Thursday, and so would love the opportunity to touch base with you. Any questions, concerns you have about your child, any prayers that you want me to pray for. Really whatever I can do as just another minister here at Christ Memorial to your families and to your youth, that we can just encourage them in your faith, encourage you in your faith, as well as just deepen that relationships that all of us have with Christ. And so, like I said, whatever we can do to help with that, we'd love to listen and provide opportunities as best we can. If your students are struggling with something or whatever, and I can assist with that, just let me know. And I'll do what I can to reach out to them. If you've got a child, you're watching this, you got a child that hasn't maybe been plugged in to the youth group, and maybe they don't have a bunch of friends here, whatever the situation is, I'd love to see what we can do to accommodate that. And it's something that I always try my best, and I'm not always perfect with it, but I try to be sensitive with. and try to kind of break down some of the cliques that we do have here that just sometimes are a little unavoidable just with the natural relationships that we have. And so that's really what's going on this school year. Again, anytime, feel free to let me know any concerns or questions you have, and anything that I can help answer. I'd love the opportunity. So blessings on this 2014 school year for you and your family, and we'll see you next year.